Hello, this is Dreams with Jam. Thanks for joining me today. We are going to be touring a creation of Hades' Underworld. We're going to be in the statue's shadow. If you do like this video, I would really appreciate you dropping a like at the end. That really helps my channel grow, as well as maybe hitting that subscribe button and get notifying when there's new content. Lots of new things in 2025 coming your way. Okay, so let's get started. Like I said, we are over in the statue's shadow of Mythopia. This is part of the Storybook Vale expansion pack. I wanted to create an area just for Hades as that is his statue, so let's take a look. We are going to be just doing a quick tour here, not a speed build. The speed build was just incredibly hard because of the way the trees are situated here. Okay, so here's the entrance, and I wanted it to look kind of natural. We have our little snippets here, and I used some of the snippets as decor as well. Here we have our well area, its own special little area. We have the Hades statue, of course, just a little sitting area up against these broken pillars. Like I said, I wanted it to look, a little bit like you're going on a journey through this area. Okay, so here we have the Hercules arches. I put 3 of them kind of together to create this little archway. Okay, so now here we have a sign pointing us to the right, and here's where we're going to go on our journey into the underworld. So we're going to see things that you would think of as when you pass away, like your judgment area, I guess, showing snippets of your life. The clock. Here's some music. We think of like a funeral kind of music. And then we have a place to sign. Here's where we stand in judgment. And then the bell will toll, and then the well of souls at the end of the road, telling us where we'll be going and headed. If we remember correctly from the myth, Hades is not like a devil, okay? He doesn't send anybody to hell or anything like that. He literally just counts the dead. He's just managing the underworld, so this isn't kind of like, necessarily, he's not a bad guy per se, as he's sometimes portrayed. Okay, and then headed back to the center here towards the large statue in the back, and then I created this fountain area just to kind of enhance that this is for Hades. Couple benches where you can sit. And then we're going to go off here to the other side with these double arches towards Hades' home. I figure, nobody has their home where they work. So I wanted to create a little separate area just for his home. He can do some backyard cooking here. And then I gave him a dark squirrel as a pet. I figured that was kind of appropriate for Hades. And then just kind of some open area here. You can see that beautiful statue and sky in the back there. I didn't want to necessarily cut that off, so I wanted that to be shown very easily. And then off to the right here, you can go up to the Mount Olympus area, or there's this little courtyard sitting area with the fountain and 2 of the benches. I used the fire pots quite heavily around this area. I didn't want to use something that looked like an electric light, so I used those fire pots for all my lighting. And then going up into the fiery fields here. So yeah, I think this area turned out really nice. I like the uses of all the different fountains in the outside and the pretty trees, and then making it a much darker space heading through the area of judgment, as I like to call it. Okay, so we'll head back over this way, and then let's take an aerial view of, let's go into an aerial view and you can see the whole area a little bit better. Okay, so you can see the layout from all three. This is kind of a center area for Mythopia. Goes into all three of the other sections of the biome. And you can see how those arches are laid out and the center pathway. Hades' home, and then our area of judgment, completely covered with the orange trees, but some of the sinister trees kind of dotted in throughout, just to give it that kind of, I guess, dead look. Not to put too fine a point on it, but I wanted it to look very shaded and dark, so I went with the orange trees. I figured that those kind of worked really well in this particular area of Mythopia. I know they're technically bind trees, but I like how they worked with the roof line of the arches as well. So yeah, I hope you liked this little bitty tour. Hades and I, thank you so much for watching and being interested in our content. If you could, again, drop a like or subscribe, I'd really appreciate that, and keep on dreaming.